last member of the party, who Chris was making. Chris, do you want to introduce your character real quick?
He's a spy, and if I told you more, I'd have to kill you.
Can we know his name?
Yeah, it's Richard Rowe.
I have a question for you that's been bugging me since last week. Please tell me it's not a Rickroll joke.
It's not a what?
Rickroll.
I wish I'd have thought of that.
Okay. We had the whole talk about punny names and everything. I figured I'd ask. God damn it. I was convinced it was some sort of punny name. I spent like 5 minutes just looking at it, trying to think of what the hell it was.
Well, it's a continuation of the original name that you apparently already used for our NPC last campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. Gotcha.
At least that's what the website that I found synonyms or similar expressions for that said.
Really? That's a synonym for average Joe?
Supposedly, yeah, I've never heard of it before, but I was like, all right, that sounds vague enough that it should work.
Seems legit. Somebody have a
newer headset, and apparently it's.
He just wants to talk in like insect clicks. It's fine.
I was gonna.
I thought it was like a cat purring.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
No more freaky clicks.
Did you?
I did not.
Okay, it's a couple messages up in Table Talk.
Okay.
I bit the bullet and bought the module in Roll20. But I don't think I can just remake. I didn't think I could just remake the initial one with the module, so I had to make a new one. Sweet. Let me just give you your character sheet real quick.
Is anybody else's character sheet taking forever to process?
I think you can just hit close on that.
Yeah, I think you can just hit close on most of those.
Oh, so
Yeah, like it comes up
Don't
with like a loading screen, even though it's finished loading. It's weird.
Yeah.
well, I read that, but when I tried like scrolling up and down on a sheet that wasn't bigger, higher than the window, it didn't scroll. And it's like, hey, why is this not responsive? And it's like, maybe I should try clicking on something like not a dumbass.
Nice.
Good times, good times. All right. So yeah, new campaign. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Oh, fuck.
I am.
Yep.
I have -1 charisma.
Well,
Nice.
that's okay. Who in the rest of the party has less than 16 charisma? Anybody?
Like I said, I have -1 charisma bottom.
Other than you.
So clearly I should be the social tank here, is what I'm getting out of this.
You should be the face of the group.
What even is a social tank?
A wingman.
Similar name for a party face. Somebody who excels at social situations.
Fair. All right. Before we begin, does anybody have any questions that they want to drop before we start? Figure I might as well ask now.
Nah, I think we're good.
Yeah, sure sounds like it. All right. Just had to finish my drink real quick. God damn it, I'm about to start. All right. So, it has been 2 years since the last major incident in the realms, when demons burst through the fabric of reality in the Underdark and threatened to overwhelm it and rust the surface. Back then, a small group of heroes was organized by a group of lords across the north to defeat the threat, but subsequently afterwards they disappeared to places unknown. This sudden lack of heroes led to the creation of a group known as the Lords Alliance, a group of lords and ladies across the north who wanted to try and keep peace and order throughout the realm. But things aren't getting better since the last incident. The frontiers along the north are growing restless. Undead are prowling the lands even in sunlight, and the giants are stirring from their ancient haunts. In the midst of all of this, a member of the Lord's Alliance contacts a small group of This member of the Lord's Alliance has heard of sounds of battle and alarm bells ringing from a small town a few days' travel from the city of Waterdeep, called Nightstone. He contacted these adventurers and asked them to investigate this town and help if it was at all possible. These adventurers were a band of 4, a cunning spy, a merry storyteller, a warrior monk, and a harlequin paladin. It is with these 4 adventurers that our story begins. So, welcome to the town of Nightstone. Nightstone. Sorry? Oh, is it? What the fuck? This is what I get for not checking things. Okay, there you go. Is that better? What the fuck? Okay, this is what I get for not checking these in player mode.
They check the tokens for if they have some.
There we go.
Fixed it for me.
Okay, sweet. Cool. So, welcome to the town of Nightstone. It's 10-foot grid here. So as you come up the hill to the south of Nightstone, on the tradeway, you hear the sounds of an alarm bell still ringing from the town before you. And you notice that the keep, directly to your east, has what looks like enormous gouges taken out of the sides and roof of it. Those gouges also have enormous rocks sitting right beneath them, as if somebody's been dropping them on the village.
Look up in the air.
There is nothing there.
Well, it's probably fine then.
Besides the alarm bell, it's mostly quiet. There are a couple of faint plumes of smoke rising from the village. It looks as if the drawbridge at the entrance is down, if you wanted to try and approach it.
Smoke like campfire, smoke like house on fire, smoke like someone's cooking.
Black smoke floating over the village. Probably looks. Adriel, I don't know. Adriel might have a bit of experience with houses on fire, so I'm gonna go with house on fire kind of smoke.
Gotcha. Hold on, let's get in there.
Brief little thing about Nightstone. Town's probably about 50 people. It's named Nightstone because it's of an enormous chunk of obsidian-looking rock that sits in the middle of town. It's got a forest, the Ardeep Forest to the north, that contains a large group of elves that they're generally not on good terms with. And to the west, there's a group of orcs who are frequently feuding with the elves and the people of Nightstone. If y'all wanted to drop your tokens on the map, that'd be great.
Oh, not giant sized.
Where are you dropping them? That's the question. Hi.
On the drawbridge.
Probably the best place. Yeah, as you come up to the drawbridge, you notice a distinct lack of any.
Well, that is huge. There we go.
I've downsized you all. You notice a lack of any sort of guards at the gate to the drawbridge.
But someone's still ringing the alarm bell?
The alarm bell is still ringing. But it doesn't look as if it's any bell at the gates that you can see.
Probably at least.
Okay. So as you move forward into the town, it's relatively open. You notice that there seem to be enormous rocks dotting the area around, dotting the town of Nightstone. They're probably about 5 feet. They probably have a radius of about 5 feet. Look as if they weigh about 300 or 400 pounds each. So across the square from you, as you enter, you notice a pair of wargs and an ogre snacking on what looks like a couple of dead villagers. To your left, as you enter, the building to your left looks as if it's a sort of temple with a small tower on one end of it that looks as if it houses a bell.
I'm about to charge the ogre.
All right. Are you just gonna straight up charge at them?
I should.
Okay.
I should.
Maybe we could talk to it and see what it's doing first.
Well, it's eating people, so.
So
There's
you're just gonna
really
interrupt
nothing
its
it
dinner?
can say that.
If it's any
There's nothing it can say that's going to make me change my mind about wanting to like kill it or drive it off.
If it's any comfort to you guys, it looks as if the people are already dead when they're being eaten.
Very small comfort.
It's something.
See, it's just trying to be environmentally friendly.
Yeah, I draw my sword.
Okay. Are you going to subscribe to hundreds of years of paladin tradition and let out a hearty battle cry as you go?
Honestly, no.
Good choice. Good choice. So as long as nobody else does something stupid like letting out a battle cry,
I'd like to walk up and talk to it.
you'd like to walk up and talk to it. That's not a thing.
But not closer than like 30 feet.
Okay. You do know
Don't-
that the temple? That's the building directly to the north as you enter. Few windows on the ground floor. Yeah, actually, several stained glass windows on the ground floor, but nothing in the tower, or at least nothing that you can see into from the ground. You know, it's a bell tower. It has a gap up at the top of the tower for the bell, but no windows that you can see into from there. Adriel, are you going to let Richard just wander up and talk to
I mean,
them?
I'm moving at a good clip, so I don't know how fast he can.
Oh boy. What are you guys' movement speeds?
30.
30.
Okay. Might not be a bad idea. All right. So, as Adriel is running towards the ogre and wargs to slaughter them, and Richard is running towards them to talk to them, they both look up when you two are about 50 feet away from them. Look surprised, and then hungry. Mmm, fresh meat! Sounds tasty! I'm going to ask you all to please roll initiative. Holy shit. Okay. All right. So, Adriel, you're probably about. I mean, you and Rich have about the same movement speed, so you'd both be about 50 feet away. What would you like to do in this first round of shiny new combat?
Well, first I'm going to move.
Cool.
I'm going to use a cantrip.
Sorry, did you say something else after moving?
I'm going to use a cantrip. Hold on. I'm trying to. I think it got disappeared from my character sheet.
Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry.
Hit condensed, and it should expand it because I was having the same problem.
It's not showing any of my cantrips.
When did you?
Must be after he moved. They're not in the
I
SRD.
Last night.
Alright, 1 second.
Here, give me 2 seconds. I can export them from the other game if you want. They are in the other game, right?
Yeah, I typed it in.
Cool.
That's the description, though.
Yeah,
And the
should
save
be-
DC is.
Okay, there should be another Adriel at the bottom. Which, as soon as roll 20 will start responding, is going to be you.
Right.
God damn it, roll 20.
Do you
Anyway,
choose
spell save
Adriel or
DC
one of the
is
2
useless.
copies? That's the real question.
Sorry?
You made 3 of them somehow.
God damn
It's not
it.
moving the.
Solid start.
Anyway, strength save DC 13.
Okay. Ogre or warg? Sorry. Yeah, one of the ogres or one of the wargs? Or the ogre or one of the wargs?
Warg. The one I pinged.
The leftmost one.
They make the strength save.
They do.
So the warg manages to dodge your lightning lash. Unfortunately. Okay. I'm going to work on getting a proper fucking character sheet for you. In the meantime, Rich, what's up?
Going to move closer.
Okay.
And throw a hideous laughter at the ogre.
Okay.
By the way, what's its intelligence? It's above 4, right?
It is. It's 5.
Okay, cool.
So the ogre looks at the wargs and he looks at them eating. He looks at the one that hasn't been lightning lashed, which is still eating something. And he just thinks that's the funniest shit in the world. And he just laughs and laughs and laughs and laughs. I'm so happy! That's so funny! I don't know why I gave him a snail, but that's what he has now.
And then I'll throw a Bardic Inspiration Adriel's way.
Nice. Okay. You have a fun new name that is not nearly as easy to pronounce. For now,
You just call me Ox.
For now, you'll be Ox.
Yep. I'm just gonna move up and take the action to dodge, and that'll be it.
Which means it is the warg's turn. Actually, it's both of their turns. So one of the wargs is going to move up. Which one of those is Adriel? That one's Adriel. One of the wargs is going to move up and attempt to attack Adriel. He's going to make a bite attack. Adriel, I'm going to assume that an 11 does not hit you.
He disconnected from. Yeah, he disconnected from Discord.
Anyways, that's fine.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure an 11 misses.
Yeah. No, he's a paladin. He should have higher AC than that. But that's him. The other one is going to continue eating. He's not really very concerned with what's going on right now. But the ogre is still just laughing and laughing away. He's going to make another wisdom. He's going to roll a 2 on his wisdom save. So he's going to continue to fail. And continue to laugh and laugh and laugh his fucking ass off. So that's their turn. Inks, what are you doing? Okay. That'll hit him. That'll hit him for sure. It would not be. Okay. You run inside. You call out, but you don't get any response. You do, however, notice that the sound of the bell is much, much louder inside the temple than it is outside. So that might have something to do with it. Temple does look very pretty, though. It's got some lovely stained glass, a lot of sunlight inside. It's a little bit ransacked. All the pulpits are kind of in disarray right now. But if it weren't destroyed, it would look quite pretty. All right. So it's Adriel's turn, but he's not in Discord. God, I'm not sure which pronoun to use to refer to him. Adriel is female, I'm pretty sure. But do I refer to the player or the character? Or, I don't know.
Just label him.
Yeah.
Let's just label him as a attack helicopter and go about our day.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to take this chance to figure out what the hell's going on with his character sheet.
Which one?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of part of it. Like, none of the ones that I just...
Like my cantrips and spells all made it.
Yeah, his cantrips aren't on his character sheet in the other game. Unless they're under some filter that I don't know about. Oh! They're under another filter. One sec. Let's see if these ones are also under another filter.
Yeah, I just started randomly pressing those buttons until I got everything to show up.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's not all of his cantrips, but that's at least some of them. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, they're on the they're on the copy ones. We're gonna say that Adriel's just going to make an attack at the warg in front of him who tried to attack him, and I will do that in a second because he's not going to kill it. But Rich, do you want to just go?
Yeah, might as well. Against the warg in front of me.
Cuckoo, ka-choo. All right. He also fails. So the warg. What do you insult a warg with? I'm curious.
Your mother was a hamster.
The warg hears your implications about its mother and is and starts making awful noises and appears very distracted. Your spell succeeded in what it was meant to do. You could do that. I mean, trying is all we can ask for. All right. Is that your turn, though?
Yes.
Okay. Ox, what up?
Yep. I'm gonna move forward and I'm gonna punch the ward.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kick the ward.
Okay. The punch will miss. The kick will hit, though. So the warg bobs to dodge your first attack, but it doesn't weave in time to dodge the kick. And it takes it in the side. It's not looking very good right now.
Well, that's it for me.
Okay. I'm actually going to roll Adriel's attack now because it might actually kill it if he does high enough damage. If I can figure out where the fuck on the sheet it is. Hey!
Wow.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Backstab
Impressive.
it. Rip Warg.
Should be doing a +2 bonus damage.
That is a good question. Why is it doing a +2 bonus damage? It still kills it regardless. It had 8
Right.
shots left. I will check that. Oh, he might be using.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
That's probably.
The one-armed, or the
Duelist.
duelist, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So between the 3 of you, 4 of you actually, the first warg is down. The ogre continues to laugh horrendously, but the second warg looks up from its feast and notices its dead comrade. And it takes exception to that, as wargs are wont to do. He's going to come up. Ox, you're the closest to him, so he's going to go for you.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. Damn, these guys can't roll for shit. So the ogre is going to continue laughing. He's going to make another wisdom save. Oh, just too bad to pass it. He looks as if he's going to snap out of it for a moment, but then he looks at the warg, flailing and trying to hit Ox, and just bursts back into laughter. Inks, what are you doing?
Damn.
All right. You blast the other warg with a firebolt. It singes and howls like a dog that just put its paws too close to the fire.
Anything to automatic.
You rolled an 8 and a 5, according to the macro.
It's a crit.
Ah, that's weird.
It's doing the crit damage twice, it looks like.
Yeah. Got a 0d10 plus 1d10 plus 1d10 crit damage. Or 0d0.
Yeah, it's really weird. Make that.
Oh, that's shitty. Yeah, for now, you blast the warg. He is in pain. Fair enough. The church remains the same as it was before. That's the spirit. Adriel is still gone. Are you still gone?
Yes, he's still not in chat.
He's still in roll 20 though, which is kind of confusing.
It may be more leaning on timing someone out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't force that. We're just gonna have Adriel wander up to next to Ox and take a shot at the rogue, or not the rogue. Words are hard. Gonna take a shot at the warg. Soon as his character sheet works. There we go. Okay, that's actually gonna miss.
He could use his inspiration.
He could. That will hit with the inspiration. So, Adriel, how is your inspiration conveyed, Rich? Is it like, do you sing to people? Do you threaten them with their darkest secrets? What do you do? That's
Make loud noises like that.
Sorry, it's one of my neighbors.
No worries. Okay. So Adriel is about to miss when a loud crashing noise comes from behind him and shocks him into changing his aim and hitting the warg as he looks behind him to see what the hell it was. He skewers the warg in a flank. He's looking very unhealthy. Rich, go ahead.
I'll throw a vicious mockery at it.
Okay, go ahead. Ooh. Yep, so he botches his wisdom save. So you call him a son of a bitch, I believe was the last insult.
Works for me.
Son of a bitch. And he looks confused, looks around for a second. Ooh, me? And takes his psychic damage.
I nod my head yes.
The warg extends a single claw.
Yay, callbacks.
Yay. Ox, it's your turn.
Let's go punch some more wolves. That is not going to hit. Well, great to know my rolls are continuing to be great with this character.
Yay, more callbacks.
Well, that's it for me. Good stuff.
So this warg, fortunately for it, is much better at bobbing and weaving than the last one to dodge your attacks. He's going to repay you in kind, however, with a bite attack at you. He has disadvantage on that, though, because of Vicious Mockery. So he'll take the 9 on that, which means that he'll miss you, I assume.
Yes.
Good. Good. So yeah, the mockery really got in his head, and he misses. And the attack on Ox, which means, oh, it's the ogre's turn. He's still laughing. He continues to laugh.
Man, I wish you would
Ogre
share the joke.
Wisdom saves. Inks.
You should know the joke. You made the joke.
Inks, what up? That'll do it. So with a final firebolt from Inks, the war. Take a hit from the pipe? What's Inks supposed
I like it.
I can dig it. Okay. It is Adriel's turn. Jeff continues to not be here. Adriel's going to move up to the side of our ogre friend. And he's going to make an attack. Okay, that'll hit. Rich, remind me, does the spell break when he takes damage, or is it another save?
It's another save with advantage.
Sweet. Okay, so he'll take that damage. He's going to make a save. Holy shit! Damn! Yep. This is the first attack anybody's made against him.
He should have, because he should be. The ogre should be prone. Literally Rolfing.
Well, there's his advantage. Yeah, no, that's fair. There's his advantage. He does not crit. But the ogre, after being stabbed, seems a lot less funny that the wargs are sucking so badly. Wargs are dead. Puny ones killed wargs. Kill punies. Let up.
You talk funny.
Puny.
There's a biting insult right there.
Oh, that's an insult. Okay. God damn it.
Just tapping into his insecurities as a small child.
Throg knows he talk funny. Throg looking forward to grammar lessons. So yeah, he's gonna take that psychic damage and be disadvantaged. Ox. I think he's still prone, actually, from hideous laughter. So go ahead and take your.
Oh, because he hasn't gotten up yet. Nice. All right, then. I believe both of those hit.
Those will hit. So turns out that ogres suck at bobbing and weaving when they're lying on the ground.
Yep.
So
That's it for me.
it is finally Throg's turn now, and he can actually do things. So he's gonna stand up. Going to turn to Rich. You made Throg feel bad. He's going to charge at Rich.
You know, but I still made you feel really good for a long time there while you were rolling on the floor laughing. So I think, you still owe me.
Yeah, that'll hit him. Ox, yeah, you can take an opportunity attack. That will also hit him. But now that he's next to Rich, he's going to take a swing at you with his great club. Wow. Throg can't roll for shit. He takes a wild swing at you with his great club, but completely misses. Like windmills around in place.
That's a good thing.
Yep. Inks. You're just not
Would you
gonna.
like to thank me?
Okay. Yep. He's not looking so good. Firebolt hits him. He's looking pretty close to dead. Adriel will actually hit him. Gonna move over first, but that will actually hit him. So rapier goes into his side. He's looking very, very close to dead. Rich, you have a near-dead ogre in front of you.
Yeah, let's just go for an attack.
Fair. Yeah, that'll hit him, and that will drop him. So you elegantly stab the ogre, and he drops dead. All right. So we are out of combat. Mostly all you can hear now is still the bells, but there are houses all around you, and your initial mission here was to investigate and see what the hell happened. Okay. So, when you're inside the temple, is there a map for it on the other side? Yeah, so there's a little map for it on the side if you want to visualize it. But so to the west end of the temple, there's a small tower that climbs up above the village. And if you climb up that tower, as you begin to climb, you hear slight sounds of giggling from up top. Is anybody going with her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So as you climb to the top of it, you notice that the continued ringing of the bell is coming from what looks like a pair of goblins. They are up in the tower with the bell, and they are continually swinging off of the rope that pulls the bell and giggling as they do it. They just seem to get no end of amusement from it. For the moment, as you just begin to poke your heads up into the room, they don't notice you. They continue to swing.
I want to call out to them. Hello.
Things are staying back a little bit.
Wait, what? What are you? Metal person!
Hello.
Hello? What are you?
What are you?
I'm Beepo.
Ah,
Mark.
you may call me Ox.
Hi. Ox? What are you doing here?
I am investigating the ringing.
I like this. Well, we're ringing it, because it sounds cool.
I see. Where are the others?
Other who?
Surely you are not the only people in this village.
Oh, there's a couple of others around. I don't know. Boss just said grab whatever you can while the humans were gone.
Where did the humans go?
Out? I don't know. Boss didn't tell me.
I
Just
see.
go take things.
Where is the boss.
Now, what do you want to know? He looks at you with, like, suspicious eyes.
I look around, pick up like just a stool that's on the ground, so I can take him this thing.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, goblins aren't exactly known for their incredible insight. Here we are.
Nice.
Beto looks at his buddy Vark, kind of nod at each other. Yeah, seems legit. Boss is in the caves north of here. He loves people taking him tribute. I'm sure he'll super love it if you bring him that.
Excellent. I shall go do so. And I turn around and walk away, carrying the stool with me.
Fucking goblins. Alright. Bye, Ox! It was great meeting you!
And you as well.
As soon as you leave. As soon as you leave, they go back to swinging on the bell rope.
Nice. Yes. We should go talk to this boss and bring him a stool.
Looking around the village, particularly around these enormous rocks that are everywhere, you do see some dead bodies, much like the ones that you saw the wargs eating earlier. Probably. But there aren't nearly as many bodies as you would expect for a village this size to have been totally wiped out. Probably about 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago. Sorry? Most curious, isn't it? But yeah,
He's just wearing that.
yeah, so the entire area of the town, within the walls and the keep to the south, are fair game for you guys to poke around in. You can leave too and go head north. Whatever you guys want.
I mean, we do have a stool to deliver. So
You do. But the only real direction you have is north.
Do we maybe want to ask around and see where all these speed bumps came from?
That might be useful information to know.
I mean, there's at least 2 goblins.
It is a decent-sized village. You can always look. Any particular structure you want to take a look at first? Anything you're curious about what it is? That one looks like an inn. So there's an ornate wrought iron sign above the entrance facing the square that reads Nightstone Inn. Inks, you're familiar with taverns and inns. You'd probably know that the Nightstone Inn has a relatively famous proprietor. He's a dwarf named Morak Urgray. He's reputed to have both great beer and great food, and to be generous with both adventurers and any performers that come through. Okay, so if you guys want to take a look on the little sidebar with the floor breakdowns, you guys will come in on the ground floor of the inn. You come into what looks like the dining room of the place. So there's wreckage everywhere. One of the enormous rocks that are all through the village is in the middle of it. Unfortunately, it looks like it crashed through the roof. You can hear somebody, sounds like there's somebody rummaging through the kitchen. And there's also a goblin lying dead in the middle of the floor with a crossbow bolt through him. Just below a gaping hole in the roof. Or the gaping hole from the rock, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Occasionally you'll hear like the crinkle of a sack, but you'll hear the crinkle of a sack and an occasional swear in Goblin.
Ox will walk into the area.
Okay.
Stool over his shoulder.
You see a single goblin rummaging through the pantry of what appears to be the inn's kitchen. There's another rock in the northwest corner, but besides that, most of the kitchen seems undamaged. Most importantly, the pantry is undamaged, and that's what this goblin's here looking for, or looking through. Metal Man! What are you, Metal Man?
I am me. I go and take a closer look at the rock.
It looks much the same as the other rocks that you've seen throughout the town.
I'd point to it and ask the goblin, "What is this?"
The goblin cocks its head at you. It's a rock!
Ah, I see. Ox looks around at the building around him. This does not seem to be an ordinary place for a rock. Why is it here?
They were just here when we got here.
So you do not know what brought the rock here.
Nah. You notice that the goblin is beginning to edge towards the door.
I see. I am bringing this stool to the boss. I have been told that he is to the north. Do you know where exactly?
He's in the dripping caves. They're north of here.
Yes. I see. Thank you.
You're not gonna eat me?
I have no need for such substance.
Sighs. Immediately runs out the door.
Hmm. Hmm. I do not understand.
Um,
Rejoin Inks. I'm assuming we're going to go check out the next building. Doesn't look like there's anybody here.
Yep. So, place next to which place? The place with the yard above it, or the big building with the hole in it right below it? I should really just show you guys the numbers. I feel like it would be much easier to navigate around. But yeah, building with yard or building with or 7.
I don't know. I'm basically just following Inks.
well, if we're going
Okay. Rich, are you doing anything right now?
Probably just going with them.
Okay. You're not doing any awful things to the poor goblins or anything?
Why would I?
I guess I got too used to the last campaign characters.
I wasn't the one that initiated most of the killing, thank you.
That's true. That's true. I'm just too used to horrible things happening. To be fair, most of which I caused to happen. But yeah, if you're just going into this lovely little place up here, there's a couple of goblins wandering around the yard chasing chickens that look like they got out of their coop. To the north of it, there's a house that's had another one of these rocks falling on it and has kind of been reduced to rubble. There's a small little chicken coop in the yard as well. As soon as you guys come around the corner and see the goblins in there, they move to attack you. Goddamn humans! Coming to steal our shit! Our No, chickens!
So you live here?
Buzz off, elf! Roll me a real quick set of initiative. This isn't going to take long. They were.
Where am I? No, there I am. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so the goblins somehow managed to beat all of you on initiative. Despite being goblins. So they're going to run right at Inks, actually. You're the first one they saw. They're going to make a pair of scimitar attacks at you. All right, awesome. The second one, I assume, misses. All right, yeah, so they make a pair of scimitar attacks. You know, take chicken! That's their turn. Ox, go ahead.
I will gently set the stool down and then step forward and punch the first one.
Not gently, I assume.
No.
Okay.
Wow. 4 damage, so relatively gently.
Yeah. You tickle gently under the goblin's chin. Even so, it's still at under half health.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and blow a key point to do Flurry of Blows. So 1 more attack at this one.
Okay. Yep, that'll drop him.
And then take another step forward and 1 last attack at the remaining one.
14 will actually miss. They have surprisingly high AC.
All right. That is it for me.
Rich?
I'll throw a vicious mockery at him
Okay.
and say, green was so last season.
What? I'll have you know that green is always in season. He looks mocked. Inks. What the fuck?
Sorry, dropped something.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Sorry? Oh. Oh, yeah, he can totally go smite some shit. Hey! The paladin kills it. Congratulations, you heroically vanquished the 2 goblins that were chasing chickens.
My heroes.
I picked my stool back up.
This is gonna be fun. All right. Yeah. So the area that the goblins were chasing them around just seems to be an ordinary chicken coop. House to the north, what seems to be a stable to the south of it. Oh, worth noting, there's stairs up. I'm not sure any of you actually looked at the map for the inn, but there's a set of stairs to go up to a second floor on it. If you wanted to look at that.
Sounds like a trap. I'm out.
You did not. You did not.
But other than that,
Yeah, I mean, if you're just looking, if you're just taking a quick look around, I mean, the goblin with the crossbow bolt in him is still there. Do you look upstairs as well? Okay. Roll a stealth and a perception check for me, please. Okay. Uh, yeah, so most of the rooms seem pretty similar. One of the rooms looks a bit fancier than the other ones. It's got I'll have to roll. So one of the rooms looks a bit fancier than the other ones. It's got a much nicer bed. It's got a lovely tapestry depicting a mountain landscape on one wall, and it has a much larger window than the other ones. It also has a locked chest in the corner. The other ones, I mean, they look like your standard inn rooms, really. There's a pair of beds, an empty wardrobe, desk, chair, lamp, a rug. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
or was it just
Um, One of the rooms has uh, luggage in it, but there doesn't seem to be anybody around whom it belongs to that you can see. There's no corpses in here besides the goblin downstairs.
another something what happened?
Um, nope, nothing. Oh yeah, nobody's a thief in this party.
I can fake one.
That's fair.
The ways to getting
Yes, but there's always the plan B option for doing things, especially when you don't want anybody to know anything about it.
All right. Um, yeah. That's all you see in the inn. Um, you also notice there's a series of watchtowers around the outer walls of the around the outer walls of town. There's a graveyard to your north from the house which you're in. There's another graveyard to the west of the inn. South of you, it looks like there's some more watchtowers, a few more residences, and a bridge over to the keep. I need to find some good exploration music for you guys.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. So heading south towards the keep, you hear what sounds like you hear what sounds like a couple more goblins. They see that you're already covered in blood that isn't yours, though, and none of them really come out to trouble you. You hear one in this building as you pass. You hear another couple in the house down here. And it sounds as if there's a couple atop this hill as well. But if you ignore them, which I'm taking by the deafening silence that you do, you head down to the gate, or to the bridge. The bridge looks as if it's been broken by one of the rocks that fell down. You could probably attempt to jump it. It's probably wouldn't be too hard. You're all relatively in shape people. But there is a chance that you might not. All the debris kind of fell into the river, unfortunately. Oh, from some of the houses? From one of the houses? Yeah, you could. You could try and do that. Um, okay, yeah. You don't find any one that's big enough to span the whole gap, but there's enough little, there's enough smaller ones that you could probably assemble them all together to cross. I don't suppose any of you are proficient with any sort of carpentry tools, are you?
I think I am actually. Let me check. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right. So you can probably strip them from right here. While you are searching this house for suitable planks, you find, unfortunately, you find a couple of dead bodies. An older couple who seem to have lived here before a rock fell through the roof and destroyed the house. You you hear some scuttling from the shadows as you are looking around as well. And it sounds like we might have someone back. Soon, hopefully. He's on Discord. That's promising, right?
One would assume so.
All right. But yeah, as you look around the cottage, you see what appears to be a small winged cat almost. It hisses at you if you get too close.
Huh.
It continues to back away from you if you move towards it. You can try and make an animal handling check to calm it down a little bit if you want. Anybody can.
Well, I am significantly better than Richard, at least.
Rich, you gesture at the cat and say, "Come here!" Yeah, you gesture.
He raises a single finger.
Ox tries to pet it, but accidentally tries to pet it with the hand the stool is in. Yeah. Inks, you play it up. It seems a bit hesitant to trust you still, but you have this teeny tiny little winged cat now. It's kind of falling. Roll nature.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a cat before, and I'm pretty sure I've seen things with wings before. So I'm gonna go with yes.
But have you seen them together?
She didn't ask if I saw something exactly like this before. She asked if I'd ever seen anything like it before.
That's a very ox answer to give. Yeah, you have no fucking clue what this is.
I got no idea either. It appears to be a winged cat.
Yeah, you at least get that it's a cat that has wings. Oh shit. Yeah, Rich, apparently somebody that you've worked for had one of these before. This is a Tressin. So it's basically what it appears to be. It's a small winged cat.
So it's useless, but it can fly.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, wings. Rich, you'd also know that Tressim are uncommonly intelligent for cats. They're the product of wizard experiments. They enjoy hunting, much the same things that cats do. And yeah, they are occasionally conjured as familiars by wizards. Yeah, congratulations. You now have a teeny little Tressum following you guys around.
Wait, it's usually conjured by wizards. So where's your master cat? Look, you're really smart, so I know you can understand me. Don't give me this shit.
It starts to purr at Inks a little bit.
Yes, say that, darling.
Can I insight the thing?
Can you insight the Tressum?
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead. It's a little shit, the same as all other cats. Inks, if you pet it at all, if anybody pets it really, they notice that it's wearing a collar with a tag that says Relics. Meow. Meow. And before I give Relics a tiny, like, drum set, we can literally drop the bass. Yeah, besides the cat and the dead bodies, though, I mean, you find some inks and what look to be some official documents in a desk, along with a money pouch that contains 32 gold. Mostly, they appear to be land ownership documents for the town. Some of them have yeah. Most of them have they all have one signature in common on them. Most of them, the ones that don't, appear to be ready to be notarized. So, woman that lived there was the village notary.
You should probably bring some of that along.
Ah, there's a couple of rats. The cat. He can hunt his own shit. He's literally a cat that can fly. Yeah. Ox. Getting back to the bridge, if you'd like to please make a carpentry check to probably Dex with proficiency if you're proficient in the tools, which you are.
Well, I rolled a 20.
Yeah. Ox puts you together. Yeah, Ox puts you together a pretty kick-ass little set of planks to cross this bridge. You can even fasten it to either end of the bridge so that it doesn't blow away or something stupid like that. But yeah, between the craftsmanship that Ox has and the mending spells from Inks, you make a pretty solid set of planks. So you can cross up towards the keep.
Nice.
So you can approach up to the gate. The gate, the gate is a pair of large oak doors between a pair of windowless stone gatehouses. One of them is slightly ajar, though, and one of the gatehouses looks like it's had a rock dropped through the roof. The rocks are looks like they're concentrated much more heavily within the grounds of the keep.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. Yeah, you can pull up your set of planks. Hey, J-Mart's back in game. Only he could win the cup. All right. So, you're in front of the gates. Hey, you're here.
Yeah, sort of.
Shut up, Box. So yeah, you killed.
We
a few
lost a
more-
bet.
Sorry.
Lost the bet that it would make it back.
There actually wasn't a bet.
Disappointed in you guys. We're actually on the same map, huh?
What do you mean it was? I
Maybe
still
still
put it on
is.
the stool. I still have to deliver that stool to the boss. I'm not gonna like just leave it behind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right, so we found some goblins. One of them gave X a stool who needs to deliver it. I'm just going to go ahead and assume he doesn't. They're not referring to the furniture. And Ink has a pet.
Yeah. You found
Okay.
Impressive as a flying cat.
Ah. Fair.
Its owners died. They were crushed to death.
Aw.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate story of a lot of people in town. But yeah, you're now in front of the gates to the keep. One of them looks to be slightly ajar.
Open it up.
It opens without incident. So once you're inside, your initial impressions prove to be right. The inner section of the keep was heavily bombarded with rocks. They're strewn everywhere. There's a lot of big chunks out of the keep walls, unfortunately, for whoever was inside. You can also still see a couple of bodies sticking out from underneath rubble in here. You can hear what sound like raised voices from the tower in front of you. Again, there's another set of big oak doors. Again, they're slightly ajar. Somebody's not doing a very good job of keeping this place secure. Common.
Begin.
They're in common. No,
Regular size.
sound regular sized.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Not exactly. You can make a perception check if you want. But yeah, you can't tell what they're saying. Rich. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. You can hear that they're very angry. Well, look, you fucked up, and now she's dead. There's a lot of unkind words being exchanged about somebody dying, and various people's levels of preparedness.
I'm gonna walk in and be like, "Well, hello."
You push the door open. All chatter stops as you walk in the room. And as you say, well, hello. The
Sounds like y'all could use some help.
the four guards who were in the room fall silent, turn to you. Oh, thank God, someone else is here. Oh, thank God. Who are you? exactly? No. Doesn't even matter. We could really use some help.
Certainly looks that way.
Brilliant. Oh, I don't know why, but we got attacked by cloud giants. What the hell are cloud giants doing here?
Probably hanging out in the clouds.
If you've ever looked above you while you're here, you notice that it is a lovely, clear summer's day. No clouds.
Well, not now. They're gone. They attacked and left, right?
Have cloud giants ever come by here before?
No! We've never had any giant trouble here. I mean, even cloud giants, they're supposed to be, like, kind of friendly or something? But they just came out of the sky and started dropping rocks on us. Out of nowhere.
When did that start?
About 3 days ago?
I don't suppose they told you what they were angry about.
No, they didn't say a word to us. Came straight in.
This is quite the story.
They landed. I'm not sure. We've been stuck inside the keep with the bridge out and everything. Plus, we haven't really been able to decide on what to do. And he looks at his companions. They give him angry looks back.
Well, where's the person in charge?
And how many are in the keep?
The person in charge is Lady Nandar, and he points towards a set of legs sticking out from under a boulder. Thank you. That's very nice of you. As for how many of us there are, there's 4 of us here. There's another couple. She is not wearing red shoes. I hate to tell you that. Red shoes are definitely not in fashion right now. I think the cloud giants landed in the center of town for a little while, but besides that, we've had nothing. As for how many of us there are, there's the 4 of us here. There's a few more outside. I think there were supposed to be some of us out in the town, but if you're saying there's no one out there, then did you check all the buildings? Did you check the basements? Most of the people out there have cellars. I mean, you didn't see any. You only went into like 3 buildings. But yeah. Oh hell. How did you guys get across the bridge?
We fixed it for you. Here's our bill.
Yeah, probably.
Don't worry, we're not leaving.
Okay. There's a goblin problem. Damn it. We need to do something about that before we figure out what's going on with everybody else. All right. I hate to ask this of you all, But do you think you could give us a little bit of a hand with our goblin problem? I know you
Of course.
just killed a bunch of them. Much obliged. Much obliged. Thank you. Yeah, if there are goblins here, they're probably down from the north. There's a small little goblin tribe that lives in some caves up north. Oh,
Oh, yes, the boss. They don't.
you talk to them. Say anything interesting? Rich, roll stealth for that. Not unless you have advantage, which I don't believe you do.
It
She's
seems
kind
to be
of
very interesting.
seemed you're interested in what, sorry?
They mentioned their boss was up north in the, what was it, the Misty Caverns? Misty Caves, something like that.
Oh yeah, the dripping caves.
Dripping Caves.
You know where those are. We can help get you out of. We can hopefully help you get them out of there. Hopefully, assuming no one else comes to town in the meantime. Yeah, Rich, you do not get away with searching the lady. As soon as they see you kind of moving towards her, they say, One of the other guards comes over to you. No, no, no. Do not touch the lady.
I wasn't going to touch the lady.
Then you don't need to be near her.
I was just looking to see what was all over here.
She gestures at the rock. That is rock.
Right, so we should investigate the rock to make sure there's no markings on it to figure out what's going on and if it is indeed just storm giants.
Pick another
Cloud
rock.
giants.
Cloud giants, yeah.
But the giants that like clouds, both of them, they're all the same.
I have to admit, I don't think I could tell the difference between them.
Probably not.
I imagine storm giants are messier. I don't know.
Not well, kind of, but we can. I can give you the whole rundown on that later if you want, which would actually probably be useful background for the campaign. But don't really care about whether or not it's storm or cloud or whatever. Out of game, yeah, storm giants are the highest tier of giant. Yeah.
They're also slightly more chaotic, although cloud giants are lawful for giants.
Yeah. They're mostly good-ish, though.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
I thought the cloud giants were more good, and the storm giants were more like chaotic and neutral.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway.
Something like that. Anyhow.
Yeah. How many people are in the keep?
There's the four of us. There's another few guards upstairs. Probably about another four total. Most of the rest either would have been in the town or in the gatehouses.
There's a dozen of you, and all you know is cloud giants.
We know cloud giants attacked. We know they landed in the middle of town for a while. I can tell you that the people in town probably headed north. The innkeeper's always had a good head on his shoulders. He probably would have led them if the guards couldn't. Take shelter wherever they can. Yeah, he's always been really useful. Real nice person to have around.
Okay, and the goblins are also generally northward?
Yes.
Okay. That's definitely the next direction to go. Unless we can figure out why the cloud giants were in town from looking around.
Yeah. We're just in the dark as you are, unfortunately. Well, say, why are you all here in the first place?
Why are you here?
Clients.
Oh, yeah, voice changer. Okay, okay. It's good to know that they know that we're in trouble. I mean, well, when you're stranded in a keep, that tends to happen. Yeah. If you don't mind, we're gonna go ahead and head into town. Try and start clearing out some of our new guests. Clear them out with some nice fine steel. He smiles broadly. I've always been a fan of steel. Um, yeah, there's a. Oh, I guess the keep map is also in the right-hand side thing on the overmap. But yeah, there's another set of stairs floating around. If you guys wanted to take a poke around the keep at all. Or if you just wanted to head back into town and start killing shit with the cards. That also works.
Well, searching their house seems kind of rude.
Since they've been living here.
Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna ask about.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, they don't seem to be holding anything back. They seem to be exactly as they are. Work. Something like that. Not sure this is quite a fairy tale, though. There's already a few too many people dead for that. This guard clearly hasn't.
He must not know any fairies.
No, I've read them. He clearly has not. Um, all right. So there are a few goblins left in town. The guards. Really, the guards are mostly going to be sufficient to take care of them. You guys took care of the ogre and the warg, the big, hard things to kill in here. You can still kill them manually if you'd like, though.
That's a check for survivors.
Probably wise. Okay. Any spot in particular you wanted to try first? They're gonna go straight for this house here because the goblins are right out in the open. Okay. Let me see. So there's a basement up in the windmill where these two goblins are over here, up on the hill. There's a basement in this house here where the guards are going to kill things. Basement in this house up here with the one random goblin, and actually in this one.
I thought that last one was a field.
Sorry?
Or just sneak around.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. You want to go to the
Just
house
go
with
around
the
his
one
way.
goblin?
Yeah,
I'd
that would
like to deal with the goblin. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you can head into the one house, into the one built the building with the one goblin. So this place has over the entrance to the building. There is a circular blue shield with a stylized golden lion on it. It's the symbol of the Lion Shield Trading Company. You can hear the sounds of rummaging within it. Roll deception. Ah! Boss said to go help people. I'm going. He runs, jumps through a window, vaults the fence, and goes to help his friends against the guards down here. I'm coming, friends.
it's being rather generous to him, I think.
If you wish to help them, maybe they'll.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, she'll go help the guards. We didn't stab anything.
The guards will have dropped one of the goblins, but are having. They've taken a couple of wounds fighting the other two to the north of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of figured. She doesn't really have anywhere else to go. Here, I can just give you control. Oh, maybe I can't. She has a character sheet and everything associated with her. So I'll have to find that character sheet before I can give you control. Yeah, Adriel.
That's a mess.
Yeah, the 8 will miss, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But while you guys are searching the upper part, if you take a look around, the goblins seem to have mostly rummaged through a lot of the goods here. So anything that was jarred or anything glass or anything that really that can be broken, or easily broken by being dropped is broken, but there's a lot of random adventuring gear that's still floating around.
That's something what we're looking
Yep. So over in the northeastern corner, you find a door down into a cellar. You can pull it open, look inside, but all you really see is it's not a heavy door. You don't need to make a strength check, but all you can really see inside is a set of barrels. Look like wine barrels. Rich, you find that it's decent wine, actually.
I'll borrow a little bit for later.
What do you keep it in?
Yes. Is there something around here I can keep it in?
You can probably rummage around for a wineskin or something.
I shall do that.
Wineskins are more or less adventuring gear. So yeah, you can rummage around, find a wineskin. Adriel, give me another attack roll against the goblins, please. Okay, yeah, that'll hit. That'll actually one hit kill one of the goblins.
The other one takes 3 damage because that would have been green point. I'm trying to fix the knife right now.
Whoops. So yeah, that'll kill one of the goblins, and the extra damage will actually knock out the other. So you manage to swoop in and skewer a goblin just as he's about to skewer one of the guards, actually. So congratulations, you saved somebody's life.
So I will.
Thank you very much. He had me good. What was your name again? I didn't catch it.
Edriel.
Adriel.
Plural Nash.
Adriel, thank you very much. Your assistance is much appreciated.
You are most welcome. Let's see how the others are doing. Do any of them need healing?
One of them looks kind of cut up. He's taken probably 5 points of damage.
I'll give them a couple points of lay on hands.
Oh, you're a healer too.
Not a very talented one.
It's better than nothing. Thank you very much.
You should probably go back to the keep and keep watch there.
There's a couple more goblins in the watchtower over there. We'll go deal with them.
Right.
We'll be careful. If you could take care of the ones in the windmill, that's probably all of them that are in town.
All right.
After that, we can just pull up the drawbridge and plan what our next move is. Can you take care of that?
Uh-huh. Trying to remember which spells I had prepared.
They look extremely thankful. Y'all who are in the trading post, you don't find anything in the cellar, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, next one is this building over to your left. one that I just pinged. You can see what kind of looks like a cellar door, but unfortunately it's stuck underneath this enormous rock in the northern part of the building. You can try and move the rock. But like
Just
these,
knock on the door.
yeah, these are giant
It's
sized
easier.
rocks. Besides that, goblins have clearly already been through this house. They've kind of dumped everything they didn't want out onto the floor. So there's shit everywhere. They're cloud giants. They didn't really swear. Like, backstory things. One of the things cloud giants are really well known for is their flying castles and towers and other things of the like. So if the guards are telling you the truth and they just bombarded the city from the air, it's entirely possible that they never set foot on the ground. Where are you going to run into the windmill from?
Gotta be a door there or something.
Yeah, but where are you going to approach? They are on a hill. They can see people coming.
Straight into it. I mean, someone's got to let them know that they're being dumb.
He's just running up. I'm getting my bow out and hiding behind this rock over here.
Okay. Yeah, you can take half cover from that, probably. Yeah, half cover. It's a big.
I do attempt to hide.
Make a stealth check, Rich, if you're gonna. Oh shit!
Rich
Okay,
disappeared.
Rich, you get right out. You are the knight. You are the silent spy, the watchful protector, the Dark Knight. Hey, you get right into the windmill without them spotting you. Roll deception for your shouting at the goblins. See if they actually make an insight. Goblins are the worst. Literally the worst. So the goblins are like, ah! No, we can't leave our bros hanging.
No, they need to go kill their bros because they're traitors.
We can't leave without hanging our bros. And they run out from behind. And this is around the point when you guys could start attacking them if you wanted. They're out from cover. 16 will hit. 17 will also hit. Those two together will drop the north. You hear sounds of battle from one of the watchtowers as the guards engage another couple of goblins. So one of the goblins is still up. Ah! It was a trick! They tricked us! He's going to charge up at you guys. Probably futilely. Go ahead. Make another round of attacks at him.
Nuts.
Wow. He dodges like a boss. Rich, you want to do anything? Oh yeah, Ox, you'd probably be up there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I can insult him. But wait, how far away is he?
10-foot grid.
Yeah, I'll insult him and
Okay. He failed his wisdom save.
Does he die of shame?
No, he did not die of shame, unfortunately. Though I look forward to the day when we actually make that happen.
It's coming, I assure you.
Like I said, I look forward to it.
Gotta happen eventually. I'll just clothesline him as he runs past.
Oh,
Or not.
oh. You attempt to clothesline him with an arm, and then you try and trip him with a leg. But he's just not having it.
Persistent little bugger, I'll give him that.
Make an attack against. Probably against Ox. 15 hit you?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and kill it, guys. Please.
I
Yeah,
think
did
we
roll
got
the
it.
attack.
Yeah, that has no attack roll. Oh!
4 lightning.
Oh shit. We have 2 crits, guys. He's dead as fuck.
So just give like
Good teamwork.
Yeah, that is all the goblins. Well, the guards also have cleared out their goblins. They'll come over to you. Hey, you got all the goblins over here?
We believe so. We haven't finished sweeping.
Okay. Well, you see over there where the biggest crater is like in the middle of the square.
That one?
That one. Was there a rock there when you guys came in?
there were a lot of rocks.
No.
God
I
damn it.
don't recall. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to the rocks at the time.
God damn it.
Did they take your rock?
They took our rock.
Aw.
Why would they take our rock? Yeah, I don't think the goblins could have taken that rock. It was a big rock.
If anyone was going to steal a rock, it would likely be a giant.
I don't know. It's something. Why would a giant why now? It's been here for people keep saying it's been here for thousands of years. Why come by and steal it now? You're probably right.
First thing we'll need to do is determine what happened to the rest of the villagers.
Right. Let's head over and raise the drawbridge. The orcs have been a little bit loud lately. I don't want them coming in. Callius, Jinx, can you go